Hello people of the internet, my name is Rouglunge and this is my first video. And I was thinking, what's a good first video for me to do? Because, not recording before, didn't know what to do. So I thought, well, I'll play WoW, because I've been playing WoW a lot. And then the pre-patch for Legion's coming out tomorrow, so now's as good a time as any to start recording stuff. And I was thinking, what's a nice, easy thing for me to get used to recording myself? Nice, easy task to do in game. And I just thought, well, how about running old raids? It's easy enough. So I'm gonna go and see if I can get the Ashes of Valar. Tried it many times in the past, never been successful, and well, let's see. It is Tuesday today, so tomorrow will be Wednesday, so everything's going to reset, so might as Right, first boss is Alar. Let's get him. Okay. As I didn't play, well, I played in Burning Crusade, but never actually as a high level, as a level 70. I was too young and too bad at the game to ever get anywhere close to a high level. I think the highest level I ever got on any character, which was back in, let's take it all, back in Vanilla, and then through Burning Crusade and through Wrath of the Lich King. Well, it was the end of Vanilla, basically. In fact, it might have even been the start of Burning Crusade. I'm not sure. I was young, can't remember. But the highest character I ever got to across those two expansions, depending on when it was I think level 50 something. Maybe not even that. Maybe it was only level 40 something. So it actually got my first max level character in Cataclysm, which was a Tauren Death Knight named Frozen Santa. I don't know why I picked that name. I guess because the background for the Death Knight was all icy and Wrath being set in Northrend, and then he had like blue glowing eyes. So I don't know. Then Frozen came in, and I guess, what's associated with the cold? I was like, oh yeah, Santa Claus, Father Christmas. So that was my first max level character. It was 85, and so I didn't actually start doing anything interesting in game until Cata. So at least I got to experience properly the old talent system, because that was fun. That old talent system was it was so much better. I know a lot of people say that they miss the old talent system, but they understand the new talent system. It makes it more simple. It means that players who can't get confused as easily, newer players, or I don't know, maybe even older players. But the old system's so much better. I remember my the first and pretty much only guild, social leveling, raiding, and whatnot guild that I was ever in. I had a druid, and I was a feral druid, and I loved this hybrid system I had coupled together of being both feral and being what is now guardian. So I was both a cat and a bear, and it was just really useful, because it meant I could be a damage in raids, but should, say, a tank die or whatever, I could just switch into bear form and I'd still be just as useful as a tank, and it was just fun. It was just a lot of fun. If you're wondering why I killed those two while I'm rounding up everything, actually I can just go to the boss now. The reason I killed those two mobs is because they do a charm and it will just reset all the other mobs. So it's not very convenient. But if you can hear that, it's just my sister. I'll probably have to mute that bit. Okay, and just sorry about this. And bang, bang. There we go. Let's see what we got. I'm not really hunting anything else in this raid. I've got most other things. I'm only looting the anything that's worth potentially picking up. Is that it? Is the boss not drop anything else? I don't know if that's something I don't know if that's something they'll ever fix when you loot. Actually, so as I'm not in a public area, I can go back to that now. I don't know if that's something they'll ever fix. Is when you have a big group of mobs with the AOE loot and you loot them. At least if you have auto loot on, I'm holding shift, or if you don't have auto loot on, when you loot them, it doesn't pick up all of the items. It doesn't show them all at once. You have to loot again to show it all, and I don't know what causes that. I don't know if there's a cap that it has that it can only load so many loot tables in one instance, and then you have to loot again to load the rest of them. I'm not sure if it's something like that or if it's a bug. I don't think it would be a bug, because it's not really that, I don't know, that bad. It's just a bit, okay, these guys are annoying me. It's just a bit of an inconvenience. You loosen things. Okay. If I'm silent when I'm killing or looting, that's because it's not something I'm used to. Talking and playing. Something I can get into, though, if I keep doing it. Right. I remember back in, it was Cataclysm. I mean, hunters used to be, well, they still are, but when hunters with their pets used to be extremely powerful, something even I could do, and lots of videos I watched. I'm not sure of any other hunters from back in Cata. I'm sure similar things took place in Wrath, BC and Vanilla, but having never been a max level in those expansions, I can't attest from personal experience, but definitely in Cataclysm, hunters could go into the Cataclysm raids, Dragonstand, Firelands, what? Could you do in any others? I never tried. I only ever tried it in Firelands and Dragon's Fall. Oh, I can't even remember now. Did I say Dragonstand the first time? You know what I mean. The Deathwing one. And you could couldn't actually. Could you solo the boss? That I'm not sure about. But you could take your pet and you could solo the trash in at the start of those raids. It was extremely fun. In fact, it might not even be with your pet. I think I can't remember which spec it was, but if you could kite with multi-shot, you could just run away from the mobs and burst them down very slowly, but you could still do it, and it was a good way of farming the patterns and any other BOE epics at the time. Just doing it solo. It took a long time, but it meant if they dropped, you're definitely going to get them. I guess unless you're in a friendly guild where people are like, oh yeah, you can have all the drops, and be like, well, that would be an amazing guild. I guess that's kind of what my first guild was like. I say first because it's pretty much my only guild. I have yet to, since that guild disbanded, yet to join any other guild. But they were very nice. They I can't remember how I played with my sister. I can't remember how we got into that guild. I won't say the name of the guild. Well, I don't know if it matters. Well, it was just a small guild on the Argamar EU server, and I can't remember how we got into them. But we were in a battleground one day. We were actually in a battleground, not for honor, but well, yes for honor, but not for getting PvP gear. It was so that we could exchange the honor points for justice points, so that we could buy raiding gear, or dungeoneering gear, and from the justice points vendor. So that was so I'm really concentrating. So we were doing that. We were farming honor to exchange for justice, so we could just buy some of the justice point blues. And we were in that guild at the time. We had never spoken with them, and they started talking to us, asking, "Hey, what are we doing?" And we just said, "We're farming battleground for honor, so that we can change it for justice points, so that we can gear up." And they actually said, "Oh no, it's okay, because some of the justice points gear you could buy from the vendors was actually BOE, so they actually offered to buy us some of the gear and give it to us." And we were really like shocked by that, because we just didn't expect that. We didn't expect like some guilds to we were just people that we didn't even know. I mean, we were in a guild with them, but we'd never actually communicated with them. We didn't expect just random strangers essentially to actually do something nice for us. And so after that, we started playing together, doing raids and whatnot. So God, that is a long detour from what my original conversation was. But yeah, so I guess nice guilds, nice players in guilds do exist. So let's see if I got them out. Right. Nope. Okay, I'm so glad I'm recording. That is perfect. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna loot that before it despawns. Oh, none of this other stuff matters now. Oh, okay. I kind of feel now all the other rambling stuff that I blundered on about, I'm gonna leave in. Just for the sake, people will be like, "Oh my god, what is this idiot rambling on about for so long?" And you just like get to the last boss. I want to know if he got the mount or not. Maybe I. Well, that's a pretty good first recording. I'm gonna say that outcome. I can't believe I got that. That's really awesome. I've never. Well, okay, no, I have gotten rare mounts before, but not one of these. No, this is something that I really liked for a long time. Wanted this mount 'cause it's so cool. It's such a symbol of it's one of the when people think of rare mounts, they think of this because it's when flying was first introduced. It was in BC, and I don't need to go on because that's just some rambling. You all know what the Ashtabala is. That's awesome. I'm really happy about that. Okay, I'm gonna learn it. Hang on. And there we go. Oh, imagine if I'd been in a guild. They could have said something nice or something really snarky, depending on the guild I'm in. Who knows? Well, I'm very happy now. So I'm gonna run through, get out, and I'm gonna I'm gonna mount up and show you guys. Right, so let's. Okay. Okay. I'm still laughing. I just think it's so funny that I record and I get it. That is one beautiful mount. Scroll wheel, so slow. So, I think that is an extremely successful first recording. It's very long. I'm gonna cut parts out and edit, definitely parts where I was traveling. But I think a finale of getting the mount, when I just wanted something fun to record. I didn't even care about getting the mount. I just wanted something that I could do easily and is something that isn't stressful in game for first recording. And I get the mount anyway. So maybe that's the game. Maybe that's Blizz, Big Brother Blizzard, watching over, being like, okay, if we give this guy the mount now while he's recording, he'll want to make more videos of the game, and more people will then play the game. That's completely unlikely, and I just got it out of luck. So thank you for watching. If anyone is watching this, I imagine that if I persist and maybe get any kind of following, maybe some more people will watch it, going back, be like, oh, I wonder what his first video was like, and then they'll see this and they'll be like, God, his commentary was awful, but at least he got the mount. Yep. I guess if you're wondering, my character I'm playing on at the moment is Goldilocks, and I am on Outland EU. So if you want to come in game and criticize me for making a terrible video, go for it. Unless that new silencing feature. Okay, I rambled. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'm gonna end the episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for thank you for sticking around. If you did, if you skipped to the mount drop, well, thank you for at least being interested enough to see my reaction to getting the mount. So yeah, thank you guys and gals and all people who are watching.